What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Jeremy the Machine Scott here. Today we're going to discuss nutrition, resistance training, and cardio. When you combine all three of these together in the right way, amazing weight loss can and will occur. So we're going to discuss how to lose weight and how to do it properly, how to properly lose weight the right way. I know that we all know how to lose weight, and we all have different things in our mind. A lot of us have lost weight time and time again, and a lot of us have lost weight very fast. A lot of people can lose weight, but the percentage of people that can lose weight and keep it off for the rest of their life, I'm talking about lifelong weight loss, that percentage is very, very low. So if you incorporate the right habits and you adapt to these habits as a lifestyle, you can get the weight off and you can keep it off for the rest of your life. That's the goal, right? Not losing weight and then gaining it back, losing weight, gaining it back over and over and over again. It's this lifelong process of losing weight, gaining it back. You need to get the weight off. If you get the weight off correctly, then you can keep the weight off for the rest of your life. So let's dive into it. Today we're going to discuss three very important components that go into weight loss. Number one, first and foremost, and the most important, is nutrition. So we're going to break it down. We're going to talk about nutrition. We're going to talk about resistance training. We're going to talk about cardio, and then we're going to go into details and specifics on nutrition, resistance training, and cardio. So get your notepads out and take some notes, and if you apply these things, you can lose weight successfully and you can keep it off. You can stay lean, you can stay fit, you can lose inches off of your waist, you can tighten up those thighs, tighten up that love handles around the lower back. If you follow these principles and stick to it. And it's not a quick fix. It's not overnight. It's not a little quick 30-day fix. This is a lifestyle. Remember that. So, first, let's discuss nutrition. Okay, number one, let's talk about fad diets. That's one thing that you don't need to do if you want to lose weight. Stop following a fad diet. Don't follow fad diets. Intermittent fasting, keto, all this stuff. This is short-term weight loss. Long-term weight loss, you can't follow a fad diet. You cannot do that. There's so many different fad diets. There's always new stuff. It's not going to work. Okay, you cannot do a fad diet and expect to lose weight and keep it off for the rest of your life. The percentage of people that are able to do that is so low that it's not even funny. So that's the first thing that we're not going to do if we're going to lose weight, is not follow a fad diet. That's the first step in the wrong direction, is following a fad diet. Just eat the right foods. Don't follow a fad diet. Change your lifestyle and change your eating habits. So let's X that off the list. We don't want to follow a fad diet. What we do want to do is start getting rid of the bad habits. Just like it took time to develop these bad habits, okay, you can also take the time necessary to develop good habits as well. So bad habits like walking into the pantry, grabbing a handful of chips, or for example, if you're eating some chips, getting the bag of chips, okay, and sitting there on the couch with a whole bag of chips, knowing damn well that you're not going to put that bag of chips away. You're going to keep grabbing in that bag and keep eating chips over and over again until the last chip. And then you're going to feel guilty, and then you're going to feel like crap because you know how much calories you just took in of bad food, and that doesn't align with your fitness goals. So you can undo those bad habits. Get the bag of chips, okay, get one serving, or get a cup, or get one handful, and get the bag out of the way. Put it back in the pantry, get it out of sight. That's just an example, okay? At first it might be uneasy, it might be hard because you're not used to it, but hang in there, you can do it, okay? Just hold on. Especially once you start seeing results, when you start seeing those numbers change on the scale, when you start seeing your body transform, You're able to do it. You can do this, but you just got to have a little bit of self-belief, and you got to believe in yourself. So undo the bad habits and start incorporating the good habits. Like I said, getting a handful of chips, practicing portion control, weighing your food out, putting your food on a scale, eating the right foods, and that ties into the next one, okay? So undo the bad habits, right? Eating the proper foods, okay? Eating from the right list of foods. So you have to think about what your goals are, write it down, and think about what foods that you need to eat to get to your goals, and make sure that the foods that you're eating on a daily basis are falling in line with what your goals are, okay? If you need to eat nutrient-dense foods, not caloric-dense foods, okay? So nutrient-dense foods are foods like brown rice, whole grains, baked sweet potatoes, wheat bread, oatmeal, stuff that's going to digest slower, stuff that's full of fiber, stuff that's going to keep you full. Lean protein, chicken, fish, turkey, lean cuts of red meat, and vegetables. These are all nutrient-dense foods. These are going to keep you full. They digest slower, and when your stomach is more full, your body signals off the right hormones to tell you that you're full, that you don't need to eat more, and they're not high in calories. So if you eat the right foods, it's going to help you lose weight. If you eat the wrong foods, you keep eating and eating and eating and eating, and you never feel satisfied, and you never feel full. And that falls in line, eating the proper foods. That if you eat the proper foods, this one is going to be a lot easier to handle, which is portion control. If you're eating the wrong foods, it's hard to control your portions. It's very easy to go over your calories and go over your portions and eat too many. Have you ever gone to a fast food restaurant or to a fancy restaurant and they bring you this big old plate full of food, and it's so good and it's hard to stop eating because those are caloric dense foods, not nutrients dense foods, whole bunch of sauces and oils, and you go and you probably eat a whole day's worth of calories in one meal. So talk about portion control. When it comes down to portion control and nutrition, a good place to start, if you're not sure where to start, something that's pretty basic and pretty easy. For lean protein, you want to eat a palm size. For carbohydrates, a fist size. For vegetables, maybe 2 fist size. There's no limit for green vegetables. You can eat a lot of those with little to no consequence. So that's a good place to start. Fats, maybe 1 to 2 of a thumb size, okay? Because fats are already more caloric dense, so you want to be careful with the fats. If you eat too many fats, you can very easily go over your calories. So portion control, okay? Meal prep. Set aside time to meal prep. That's a good, healthy habit that you can start incorporating, okay? If you have your food ready, if your food is ready to go, you're less likely to go eat a cheat meal or go eat something bad. You already have a plan. You have to be prepared and you have to plan ahead of time. So you got to set aside time to meal prep. And this goes hand in hand, meal prep and weigh your food out. Start weighing your food out over time. Once you start learning portion control, then start weighing your food out. Find out the right amount of ounces for you and for what your fitness goals are. For your body, start weighing your food out on a scale. Get a food scale, start trying it out, start practicing. You'll learn. Don't get discouraged, don't get frustrated just because it's something new, just because it's something that you don't understand. That doesn't mean throwing the towel. Don't give up, don't quit. Everything's hard at first, but if you really want it bad enough, the hard things are going to become easy as long as you keep practicing them over and over and over in time. And then over the course of a few weeks, 3-4 weeks, you're going to start to get familiar with it, you're going to get comfortable with it, and you're going to get used to it. So don't give up. Meal prep, weigh out your food, work on portion control, eat the proper foods, and if you eat the right foods, it's going to be very hard to go over your calories anyways. Even if you're not tracking calories, but you're eating the right foods, it's very hard to go over your calories. Remember that. So, macros. And I put that last on the list because that is the ultimate form of nutrition right there, is keeping track of your macros. Yes, if you eat healthy, you will lose weight. But if you really want to see your body start transforming, start tracking how many grams of protein are you eating, how many grams of carbs are you eating, how many grams of fat are you eating. Yeah, it's one extra step. Some people don't like doing that step. Some people hear the word macros and they freak out. Oh, I don't want to track my macros. Oh, if it fits your macros, I don't like that diet. It's not a diet. If it fits your macros, it's keeping track of the right amount of protein, carbs, and fat that you're eating. If you want to maximize your results, guess what? You have to track your macros. Whatever you want to call it. If it fits your macros. If it fits your I don't know who made that up. You call it what you want to call it. It's called proper eating. That's it. That's all it is. So stop freaking out when you hear, I don't like if it fits your macros. Well, too bad. If you really want to see your body to start changing and transforming, you have to track the right amount of protein, carbs, and fat for your body. Bottom line, period, dot. That's it. Track your macros, and a lot of good things are going to start happening. Keep track. That's how you eat healthy, by tracking your macros. Whatever you want to call it. If it fits your macros, I don't care what you call it. Track your protein, track your carbs, track your fats. So then you have total control over your diet. You know what you're eating. So if you need to lower something or raise something up, it's that simple. Eat a little bit more ounces of protein, so then your protein intake is going to go up. Okay, eat a little bit less ounces of carbs, a little bit less, decrease the amount of rice that you're eating. Your carbohydrates are going to go down. Find what works for your body and do it consistently. Eat every 2 to 3 hours, meal prep. Keep track of your macros. So nutrition has to be on point. This is the most important part of this whole process, which is losing weight. Okay, nutrition. Nutrition is number one. Nutrition is numero uno. You got to keep track of your nutrition. Okay? If this is not taken care of the way it needs to be taken care of, then this won't happen. If our nutrition is not where it needs to be, then this doesn't matter and this doesn't matter. This won't happen unless this happens. That's why I put this for number one. Call it what you want to call it. Say it takes too much time. Say it takes too much effort. Say it's too hard. Okay? You can do hard things. You're capable of doing hard things. We're all capable of doing hard things. But the question is, how bad do you want it? How important is it to you? You want to lose weight, but how bad do you want to lose weight? And what are you willing to do to lose the weight? Nutrition is number one. We can't overlook nutrition. We got to focus and pay attention to this daily until it becomes a habit. Once it becomes a habit, you no longer have to think about it because it's a habit. In the beginning, it's hard, but hang in there. The hard things will become easy if you keep practicing them every single day.